Later that day, Donna brought up the question to Dee. She was very happy for her sister if she did indeed find the man she was ready to start a family with. However, was she sure that she wanted to share her life with a low-key monster? A vampire? Did she have any idea what that life was going to be like? Dee reassured her that she understood the basics. She was going to learn the rest along the way, and it wasn't like they were getting married anytime soon. There was still time. After Donna left her, Dee remembered that Caleb was waiting on her part of the verdict outside. She informed him that all was well. They should spend the time between now and the wedding getting to know each other more, though. She admitted she still had very naive ideas of what it was probably like to be an immortal vampire, or his mortal wife. Caleb agreed to the terms. He wouldn't want her to be joining him blindly. The next morning, Caleb found Dee on the front porch where she was practicing painting. He praised her work, per usual. But the progress she had made from drawing simple sticks to painting a variety of volumetric figures which required perspective, lighting, and shading was truly impressive. She was a quick learner, and it was one of the many qualities he admired. "Great, let's get to know each other," Dee announced enthusiastically as Caleb took a seat at the dining table.
That's precisely what I came for. We can play a few video games along the way if you want. But really, you can ask me anything. What do you need to know?
They talked a lot. So much and so intensely, in fact, that by the end of the meeting, Dee discovered she was pregnant. She shared the news with Caleb right away. It was really unexpected, but it didn't shock the future parents in a bad way. It was more of a happy surprise.
Well, that speeds things up a bit.
That's what I was thinking. They laughed. Now they were to share the happy news with the future auntie. Caleb volunteered to call her over so that Dee could tell her everything. "So, what's the news?" Donna asked. "Caleb told me you had something important to share." At the exact moment Dee was about to drop the pregnancy announcement on her sister, Caleb vacated the room. "What?" Donna exclaimed as Dee pointed to her belly. That's... She hesitated. "Amazing." To further conceal her worry, she asked Dee how she was feeling about it and tried to mirror that excitement. When Dee left to see Caleb out, Donna reflected on how fast things between her sister and the vampire were developing. She felt happiness for them, their future family. As long as Dee was happy, she was too. But over that warm feeling of sunshine, there was also a heavy, gloomy cloud, threatening to release a monsoon. She felt it too. She just couldn't put a finger on it. Later that day, the girls started supper in silence. Donna still deep in thought, but she didn't want Dee to assume she was against everything that was happening. She really wasn't. She had to remain level-headed, that was all, just to make sure Dee wouldn't get hurt. So, she asked Dee about their plans, if they were planning on getting married sooner now that there was a child on the way, if they discussed where the wedding would be or where they were going to live afterwards. Dee was certain there was still no rush. They would get married whenever they felt like they were ready. She wasn't a fan of the moody, forgotten hollow, so she would rather live here. At least until the child grew up enough to embrace his or her vampirism. Donna wasn't sure if Dee had even discussed these things with Caleb by the looks of it. Caleb would definitely want to speed things up. He would definitely insist on them moving. Dee noticed the uneasiness in Donna's voice and demeanor, her lips quivering after every forced smile, her turning her head at a certain angle so that Dee wouldn't see the shade of pain underneath the mask. And she continued to play along as though she didn't see anything, just reassuring her older sister that everything was going to be well, the way that would make her happy and make her smile real. because they could only overcome this uncertainty if they both believed.